It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Okay, ready? 29 Philly.
Looking for space. It's Cunningham. At the 35, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Sends it back in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Give to the back. Got some room into the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And the Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And with the extra point. They get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's on.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Forced out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Johnson wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll move the tight end. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On the run, it's Cunningham. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The quarterback will keep it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great super receiver.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Floating away. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Passes takes him still on his feet. He now has 56 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Across the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Odom. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Evans. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And they did tack on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Makes the grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Buys a little extra time. It's complete on the right side. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Takes a hit as he fires. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the single back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Johnson looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Dupree. Turning it on! He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room. It's Cunningham. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that drive covered just 44 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hawkins. He's moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working big.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Cunningham. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Hawkins. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. All wideouts, no backs. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the 1st down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the 1st down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll take it himself. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds a man on the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
Easy.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. So it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Got it looking for a first. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Dances away to buy time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here.